Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. It is Monday, Mugshot Monday. You guys, 60 days in, we're still doing it. We're loving it.
We indeed are. And the episodes just keep getting better and better. Every week, I'm kind of like, okay, now it's going to get boring.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
No. And it's interesting, too, this whole Stephanie Angele thing. The way like we originally predicted it was going to be Angele, but then it turned into Stephanie, but now it's Angele again.
I know.
And I got to tell you, the amount of hairstyles that
The
Stephanie
both
and
of them.
both of them now, every time they'll be in the middle of a sentence and their hairstyle changes. It's like, did somebody come in and do a quick do and then walked off?
Someone that in there loves doing both those girls. I think with Stephanie, because Stephanie's got longer hair even without the hair extensions.
Yeah.
And I think they're so in love with Angela. It's like, darling, let me do your hair.
Let me do your hair. Yeah.
It's like fucking Marie Antoinette. Every day she's got a new wig, a new hairdo, or whatever. So, do you, boo, do you.
That is so funny. I will tell you though, Keisha, the amount of people that sent me a text. So the new season of Before the 90 Days started. Now, of course, I cover it here with Kimberly on Tuesdays, TLC Tuesdays. Last week, I was on Chris Farah's podcast, Vanity Farah, formerly DocuSweeties, and you're going to be on this week.
Yes.
Okay. So I discussed it with her, and then I discussed it with Kimberly. But the amount of DMs I got about Emma's wig. Now, first, while I was watching it, I sent you a screenshot. I go, hey, I know you're not always, up to date on 90 Day, but there's this new girl on Before the 90. You're going to have to watch it. So I sent you some screenshots and you're like, even my white husband knows that's a wig.
I got to tell you something, Mary Payne. I was slightly disappointed in you. I was like, I cannot believe she's asking me if this is a wig. Have we learned nothing?
Well, I kept thinking maybe she's got a Teresa Giudice hairline, like it's real low.
Girl, with no baby hairs, no nothing, no edges. You are better than this. You are better than this.
Initially, because of the way the hair looked, I thought because it was so flat and straight and shiny, and the way that she was always sort of petting it, I thought, well, maybe
she's petting it to make sure it stays on.
But then when she's at yoga and at the beach and never puts her hair up in a ponytail, nothing, I was like, okay. Yeah. So it was a wig.
It's so bad.
And you think it's a bad wig?
I don't think it. I know it's a bad wig.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, for everybody wanting Keisha to weigh in, she has weighed in. People are like, I hope you and Keisha are going to talk about it. Yeah.
I told someone, so we had a very long discussion about this last night. It's part of having a wig on is it's supposed to look not like it's a wig.
Right. Right.
She didn't get that memo. She didn't get it. She didn't get it at all.
Well, even when they showed flashback pictures of her when she was with her first boyfriend in Morocco, she had a wig, but it was a little more curly. Like the hair was a little more curly. But it's just, but once Chris and I kind of really got into the nitty gritty of comparing it with her sister's hair and the part color.
Yeah.
And, and Chris is like, maybe she got a spray tan in her scalp. I was like, now I think we're going too far with trying to give this girl some credit.
Y'all giving her too much credit, and there's no credit to be had. She failed. Throw her in jail. Throw away the key. It is so fucking bad. I cannot believe she knew all this time was coming. She's going to be on this show, and that's the wig she decided to wear. And she's going to wear that wig all season.
She's going to wear, well, she has to, because once you start on something, you have to. So Keisha has rendered her verdict. Here we go. It's a bad wig. That's the verdict. Felony, class 1.
For such a cute girl.
I know, but her, like I said, her and her sister look like a before and after picture of plastic surgery. And they're so young to have all that work on their face.
My theory, I don't understand people in their 20s and 30s getting Botox. That's just me. I don't get it. I'm like, save it for when you really
save that money when you need it. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
They call it baby Botox, preventative Botox. I'm like, no, don't do it.
There's no such thing as preventative Botox, is it?
Well, I think when you're in your 20s and you can see, you're starting to get the lines across your head or the line, whatever, you can start to see that they're going to be there. And they do just like a little. And they think,
Okay.
I think the theory is that it freezes it enough so that they don't form. Those wrinkles don't form.
Is that even true?
I have no idea. Maybe. But I would wait till I just had the wrinkles and freeze them then.
That's my plan to do
Yeah.
that. But then I saw something. I'm like, I saw the cost of lip fillers. Holy shit balls!
Everything's costs a lot. It costs a lot. A lot.
I was shocked when I saw the price of lip fillers. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I thought it was like $200.
No. It's probably at least $1,000 if you're just doing lip filler. At least.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah. I mean, you can tell from me and my little chicken lips that I've done it before and I really liked it, but the pain and the money is not worth it to me. So, and I don't even know.
It's a lot.
I don't even know if I'll do lip flip again because it just makes you so weird for like 3 weeks. You can't drink out of a straw. You can't rinse your mouth out. You can't do anything.
I've seen you.
You've seen me and my struggles.
Yeah. I used to hate my big lips, but now I'm like,
no, girl.
I'll keep them.
You're hashtag blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Blessed.
Well, you will be on Chris's show this week, Vanity Fair. Guys, if you were subscribed to DocuSweeties, it's the same feed, but she changed the name because she's solo now, and it's Vanity Fair, FARAH. So make sure you're following it and listening to our friend Chris. And Keisha will be on this week, and I was on last week. Okay.
Yep.
But
she went to the best for her first 2 shows.
She's got to get those numbers up, Keisha. She's got to get those listeners in. But we're here to talk about Inmates. So, okay, another quick announcement, really quick. They did bump the date back for Love During Lockup. So it is, in fact, going to start January 16th.
Yes.
Which will put our episode on the 19th. So it airs on Friday. Our episode comes Monday. And guys, it's going to be perfect. It's going to be right after 60 days in at their 14th episode. We'll roll right into Love During Lockup. We won't have to have any break with any filler content. I'm thrilled. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you, WeTV.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. I didn't have to come up with some content. But Keisha and I are going to cover the Mary Cosby TLC documentary. We're getting the screeners for that. And it will come out on the $10 level of Prime. So Patreon, Supercast, Apple on January 1st, the day that it drops. It'll come out the same day. January 8th, it will come out on the free feed on the Pop and Bravo day, Thursday. So
awesome.
Those are all your programming notes. Okay. 60 days in, season 4, episode 10, The Inmate Who Loved Me. Okay. I am getting very nervous about this situation, and I can't wait. I really can't wait till next week. I almost watched ahead, but I didn't let myself do it.
I almost did too. You know, I usually never watch ahead.
I
was so tempted, but I'm like, I'm not going to remember this shit. So I might as well just wait till closer to the time we record.
I know. I just wanted to know, is it Stephanie that blows Angele's cover and is like, she has told Gabrielle, or does Angele like jokingly telling herself, like tell the production,
I think so.
I told, and then they're like, well, now we have to pull you, you dumb fuck.
I think that I think she tells on herself on accident. I'm going to go with that theory because she's already doing too many jokey jokes about, does she not? Does she not?
Right.
Like,
and then
girl.
it's like, does Gabrielle then say to Stephanie, I know you're part of this program.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
And then Stephanie's like, hand above the head, I got to get out of here.
I am in danger. So is they already took my hair. So can y'all please come get me before they take my glasses?
I keep thinking somebody's going to take her glasses to be mean. She and Emmanuel are cut from the same cloth. They're so like Urkel-like, they're like, oh my goodness. Oh, how dare you?
Yes, they most definitely are. They would make a pretty annoying couple.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
Okay. 60 days in, season 4, episode 10, The Inmate Who Loved Me. We're going to start with Nate, Alan, and Andrew in the 500. So Alan, bless his heart. So,
oh boy,
we see his new roomie, Dre.
God,
Dre ain't right. Something's happened to Dre, and he has fully lost his mind.
He's scary. Like, because you don't know what's wrong with him.
Right.
He acts very oddly. He doesn't seem to comprehend things well.
Didn't he say last episode he's affiliated? Or was that Andrew's new roommate that said that? Affiliated with the Bloods.
I feel like it wasn't him. I feel like someone's roommate said, I'm affiliated with the Bloods, but I leave that stuff up out on the streets. I don't bring it in here.
I think that was Andrew's roommate.
That may be Andrew's roommate, who I'm sure Andrew's going to help him learn algebra, social studies, and all that great stuff, because Andrew's an angel.
Bless
in
him.
That jail.
He's so really sweet.
Is. With his pink phone.
Bless his heart. So thank God they don't know that. So Dre is saying like, and he's like, what? He says, pass me my sheet. And Alan goes, I can't understand anything this guy says. It's frustrating. Then we see Dre standing up on the chair yelling, honor, honor, into the vent, and saying to Alan, don't trust the big dogs when you're going in too much. And then we see Alan pull a mat and look right at the camera like,
what is going on?
Now I'm kind of wondering, now that we move ahead in the episode, I'm wondering if Dre was saying all that, honor, and he's saying, don't trust the big dogs when you're going into prison too much. I think he's talking about the Bloods now that we know that he's in the Bloods, or he wants to be in the Bloods. Unclear.
I think he wants to be in the Bloods.
Wants to be in. Okay.
But my question is the person that does the subtitles, how were they able to understand that is what he was saying?
Oh, I don't know.
Especially the sheet part, because I'm like, what the fuck is he like? How did they go back and ask? Yeah, and I'm like, did they ask him like, hey, can you slowly tell us what you said as they're typing it in, because it's mush mouth.
Yeah, he's not, and he's been there over a day now. So I mean, at least if he was on drugs, he's off them by now.
He'd be dead.
Yeah,
no, this is just the way he speaks.
So then we see a night vision camera, and Dre says to Alan, you're afraid. And Alan's like, what? And then Dre is talking to himself and laughing for no reason. And he's like sitting up in the bed and like talking. And you see poor Alan down on his luck, like, oh my God.
He doesn't know what to do.
And then he's just standing there staring at him while he's sleeping.
Like, can you imagine if Dre would have been Matt's roommate?
Oh God. The night vision they would have needed in that room. They would just need a person to sit in there with the camera.
Yeah. Matt would have been like, well, since you're already standing up, maybe show you. Oh, it's smooth. Since we're both up, let's just do this,
But he's just staring. It's super creepy. And Dre says, you see that redheaded girl? And Alan's like, you're scaring me, dog. Man, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you're scaring me. So then Dre is saying, I like to fight. Like, today I'm going to beat somebody up. So then they're called out of their cell. This is after they've been in lockdown for X amount of time. And we see Dre go upstairs, like at a fast pace. Like he's like, jogs up the stairs. Mm-hmm. And we hear Alan going, something is going down. I don't know. Dre just went upstairs, went into that corner cell and started fighting. And so he asked JT, this other white guy, he goes up and he asked JT, what's going on? And then these other two guys that are watching the fight kind of look over at JT, and Alan kind of wink like, it's going down in this corner cell.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. When he first went to the corner cell, I thought it was to have sex.
Oh. Well, he had said he wanted to beat somebody up.
Yeah, I mean, you could use the same terminology for both things, like fight or sex. I could beat somebody up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I really thought that's what it was, because usually when there's a fight, like everyone's talking about it already, and then the fight breaks out. But that wasn't the case. But I was wrong. No,
he got off on lockdown and was like, whoop, just ran right up there as if everybody knew. And that's why I'm wondering earlier when he was yelling into the vent and stuff.
Was that the message?
That was the message. So
yeah.
Then we see them counting, but they didn't do 1 blood, 2 blood, 3 blood. They were just counting 1, 2, 3. And the black screen of death says Alan's cellmate, Dre, is being initiated by the Bloods.
Yeah.
And we hear them yelling, fight back, fight back. They're yelling. So I don't know if he had to go in there and take a beating and not fight back, or if they want him to fight back. I'm just glad we didn't see it.
All I know is by the way that he looked when he came out, he most definitely didn't fight back.
No.
Oh, no.
So talking head, Alan goes, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be guilty by association because that's my roommate. Like, I don't know if this is worth it. If my roommate's going to be this
Mhm.
guy, like, I feel like I'm wasting my time here. I don't know how to
Yeah.
control my anxiety. I miss my baby. I miss my wife. I'm exhausted
Yeah.
mentally, physically. So Alan's starting to crack.
He's spiraling. Yeah, he's most definitely spiraling. Like he is.
So then we hear the CEO say, okay, bed check. Everybody go to your cell. And Dre comes out and his face is all fucked up.
So when I saw Dre's face,
One eye.
it reminded me of this episode of Martin.
Okay.
Where Martin, yeah, he had a fight with some professional fighter, boxer. I don't remember what it is, but he had talked so much shit. And then he comes back in, his head swollen out to here. He's got huge knots. He's like, I don't want to fight no more. I don't want to fight no more. That is exactly what Dre looked like. I'm like,
yeah.
How do you get a knot that goddamn big? Like, boy, you didn't even try to cover up or nothing. You were just like, take me as I am. Beat on me. Do whatever you want. How did that shit not hurt? Why was he not trying to get help from the nurse?
I don't know. Maybe if you get help from the nurse.
Crazy.
But if you get help from the nurse, maybe that means like you're squealing or you know, I don't know.
I would have been like, I fell downstairs.
Snitching.
You don't want to get in trouble for snitching.
Snitching.
And so Dre comes out, he's all fucked up, and the CEO goes,
yeah,
what happened to your eye? And you just hear a mush mouth, but the closed captions say that he says, I'm all right. So do you think
this
the CEO
he had an excuse to be mush mouth?
Do you think the CEO just doesn't ask any further questions? Like clearly this guy got punched in the eye. He's like, all right. He says he's fine.
He says he's fine. All right. Yeah. All right.
So then we see Alan walking around with his hands up. He's put his hands up for the distress call. So
he's looking like a ghost.
But his hair is so much better now.
But his coloring is not.
No.
Like he is the color of this paper towel at this point of the show. He didn't start off that white. Like he is, because it's concerning me. I'm like, is there blood flowing?
Well, he's had no, sunshine to get, you know what I mean? So
well, damn, Nate don't look that white. Neither does Matt's son, Andrew.
Well, that's true. That's a good point. Well, this guy's, he's struggling. So he gets pulled in for an interview and he tells them he's just tired and he starts crying. And he says, there's this new herd of people. And the first thing my roomie does this morning is fight. And now I'm associated with this guy. Mentally, it's exhausting. I just want to finish this. I want to go home. And he goes, throw me a bone. And they said, do you know your day count? And he says, no, I don't. And they say, it's been 40 days. And so then he really starts crying.
Yeah.
And because he was hoping they were going to go, it's been 55 days,
No, you got 20 more to go, buddy.
And he goes, I don't know if I can handle it, the full 60. And he goes, I'm drained. And he goes, putting on a show and acting for 40 days is exhausting. Yeah. He goes, I left my wife, my baby. I put my life at risk. And I know I can't just give up, but I don't know what else to do. I don't give up on things. And I want my family to be proud, but I'm really struggling. So Matt didn't have that struggle. He gave right up. Yeah.
I feel like if he knew that Nate was part of the program and they could really talk, I think this would help him out a lot. Because Andrew ain't got time for Alan because he is teaching social skills, woodworking. He's doing all like he is there on a true mission. But I feel like if he had, Nate with him, Nate could totally help him through the next 20 days. I think it would help a lot. And maybe some red meat. Maybe a little bit of red meat.
Maybe a hot meal. So
maybe, yeah.
Black screen of death. After Alan's distress call, the colonel arranged for Alan's wife to visit him, and he doesn't know. So they call him out of his cell again. And the talking head, Brittany, his wife, says, I think when he sees me, he's going to want to come home right when he sees me. And I don't want him to come home because of me. I want him to finish it out if he wants to. And I really wonder if they get paid less if they leave early, because she is really, really encouraging him to stay. And I wonder if it has something to do with money.
I'm thinking that it does.
So he sees her and just bursts into tears. I mean,
girl, it was the equivalent of a child being picked up from their first day of kindergarten when they see their mom. Why you're leaving, mom? Mom! That is how he is crying. Like,
yes.
in her neck and her shoulder,
Yeah.
everything. He looked like a child. He became the size of a thimble
I
when
felt
he
so.
broke down and started hugging. I felt bad for him. I really did.
He hugs her and he kisses her, and she's like, "Well, what's going on?" And so he tells her about the new roomie and how he got beat up by the Bloods on the first day, and he goes, "I just lost," he goes, I just lost it emotionally. I've
Yeah.
just lost it." And he says, "Would you be disappointed if I left early?" And she goes, "If you want to do that and you just can't handle it anymore, you should do it. But don't do it just for us. Like right now, I think you just want to come home to see me and Allie. But
Mhm.
you have to think through the whole thing." And she shows him, she goes, "But I have pictures." So she brings like new
Mhm.
pictures and he
I think
cries.
she had a picture of a new car at the bottom.
And one
I've
of them
got my
said,
eye on this car,
"It'll be
so
15,000 if you stay and only
yeah.
10 if you leave."
And this is the car that I want, right? He keep your eyes on. You promised me that minivan.
Also,
I got my
daycare is
eyes on the prize.
$5,000. Yeah.
For real, because she was like, "Okay, I'm here. Let's have a pep talk." But she does not want him to come home right now.
No. And I don't think it's
He's
because she
just as
doesn't
bad
like
as
him.
Jacqueline's
Well,
husband.
Jacqueline's guy doesn't like her. I think that
I don't think so
she
either.
likes him. She just whatever it is. I think it's money. I think.
Money. Mm-hmm.
And we'll have to go on the Reddit to find out like how much how much they make, and if they make less if they leave early, because we could find that. So,
Yes.
um, she shows him a bunch of pictures. He cries, and she says, "If you say, 'All right, I'm done,' I think you're going to regret it." And she says, "Do
Mm.
you think you can stick it out?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can."
Yeah.
And he says he'll stay. He's going to make it to the end. Okay. Crisis
Okay.
averted.
Let's
All right.
see.
Okay. Andrew.
Mhm.
So Andrew calls his dad, and he's like,
I
"Hey,
love this
dad."
scene.
So good. He goes,
Yeah.
"Hey, dad, how's it going?"
Yeah.
Like, da, da, da. And Matt goes, "Andrew, the gang stuff, the gang stuff, on my side, it was just ramping up. It was ramping up. And I'm thinking, like, wow, I could really face some charges because I'm a fighter. And if stuff went down, I was going to fight, Andrew. And I'm deadly, deadly weapon with my hands." And Andrew goes, "Yeah, dad. I think you were just being paranoid about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. I don't
Mhm.
think any of that would have crept over into my
Mhm.
side, dad. Yeah."
Mhm. Yep.
So I could
He clocked it. He
He's
clocked it.
so clocked it. And
Yes.
Andrew goes, I think my dad felt kind of panicked and he didn't
Uh-huh.
like being hemmed in. And so
Mhm.
I'm glad for his sake that he did leave."
Yeah. Yeah.
And the talking head Matt goes, "I feel so proud of Andrew, and it must have been me all along that needed to toughen up." Okay, good. You figured it out.
I'm glad you realized that.
Yeah.
Maybe you actually could be in a MMA fight, like in the ring, not just
Mhm.
classes, but we want to see it. Like we want to see you in this fight. It was
I
just the
wanna
way
see
that
it.
Andrew. I do too. I'd bet money on it.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't do that. No.
I would bet it on him. I love it, Andrew. Everything that we've been saying and thinking about Matt,
Mhm.
Andrew summed it up in 30 seconds or
Yeah.
less. Yeah,
He was like,
that's his fucking paradox. There was nothing going on over there.
nobody
Period,
was
point
trying to
blank.
get him.
Not at all.
Yeah,
And he lived in a constant state of paranoia the entire time that he was there. He needs to
totally.
go. I think
Yeah.
he also needs to see a therapist and maybe take like an anti-paranoia pill every day because he's fucked up in the head.
Yes, all true. Okay, so now we go to Nate. Okay. So
Mhm.
Nate
Nate's so
said,
cute.
I love Nate. So Nate
Yeah.
says, you know,
That face.
Nate says, "We've come across people in here with marijuana, and I'm just trying to figure out
Mhm.
like how the contraband is getting in. I've been in here over 3 months now." And he says, "I heard O'Neill and I wrote down Baba, but it's Rabbit, talking about how the meth is coming in. And when I want to know why, and I want to know when, and and I got to know I can tell the colonel so we can plug the leaks. And he goes, but you got to finesse how you talk to them about it. You know, you got to joke. You got to joke about putting shit in your ass. Like you got to joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, but I did find out it's 5 commissary items for 1 hit.
Shit.
So now we see a new character. Keisha, what the actual fuck am I looking at right here?
That actually scared me for a second. I'm like, that is a jump scare.
Keisha, this guy's name is Rabbit.
It should be.
They call him Rabbit, but he has 2 front buck teeth that are yellow.
They're almost fucking gold.
I have a picture up on the screen if you're watching on video. I was so upset because, as you know, I have to think about teeth. And normally I would look away and not put a picture up and just talk about it. But this was so upsetting, it had to be shown.
It is just like, here's the thing. So let's say we were down to our last 2 teeth. Okay. I'm going to take such good care of those last 2 teeth. I'm going to crest whitening strip them every day. Look like that.
I can't believe you just said, let's just say we're down to our last 2 teeth. Oh my God. Okay, I have to take it off. Okay. Oh, woo. Okay. When he was talking,
scary looking.
He was scary looking.
Yeah.
That's why this show, y'all, when you think, well, there's nothing else to talk about, you meet a guy that looks like that. Okay.
And his name, Crankster Gangster. I'm the Crankster Gangster. All right.
So Rabbit tells us, hey, I'm the Crankster Gangster. I've been using meth since I was 15, from California to Oregon to here.
Bitch,
Sir,
we can tell.
From California to Oregon, and now he's in Atlanta. So he's just in prison for meth, and he just is now. He says from 15 to now. But with this guy, he could be 36.
He could be so many different ages. Maybe he's a certain age in Rabbit years, and we just don't know how to calculate it.
Keisha, I can't. Oh my God.
I can't with this guy. This is crazy. Crazy.
Oh God. Okay.
A&E ain't shit for sure. There is no real reason for him to be on this episode.
They could have just said there's a guy named Rabbit. We didn't need to know any more information. If they wouldn't have shown him up close, we would have never seen this. Okay.
No.
But listen, it was the comedic relief we needed. So
yeah, we did.
Nate says, Rabbit, he's an OG. He's known as an unk or a guy who really knows what's going on. So he's the guy I'm going to talk about. And also he's a Crankster Gangster. So never forget. So Nate talks to Rabbit, and Alan is just standing there kind of listening. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, so like, what actually are you trying to get? And Rabbit says, no, I found out you can get like a $5 or a $10 bump of ice or meth, but like, I don't even know, like 5 or 10, like, does it last? And
yeah.
Nate he says something like that last guy that did it was high for 2 days.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah, but not if you're the Crankster Gangster. That's what you're looking for.
This motherfucker is like a cockroach. It could be the end of times, and there will be cockroaches, rodents, and Rabbit. Well, because he's
so, and the talking head, Alan, who's listening, says, maybe I should just try to buy some to show Chief Asher how easy it is to smuggle drugs. So it's interesting, right? Because Nate knows Alan's in the program, but Alan doesn't know that Nate's in the program. So Alan is like going to actively try to buy drugs, but he doesn't know. I mean, Nate could just be, I don't know. It was interesting.
I didn't know that Nate knew that Alan was in a program. I know he knows Andrew's. I know Andrew and Alan know they're in the program, but I didn't know Nate knew one of them was in the program.
I think Nate knows both of them are in, but he's never told them that he's in. I think he figured it out when they came in. I think he said it's pretty obvious those are the guys. Because I remember he said, like, immediately when you say you're not from Fulton County or Atlanta,
Yeah.
and then you're like these white guys that have these kind of weird crimes, Nate, because Nate said when they came in, he goes, "Oh yeah, I can tell those two guys are the new guys," but he never tells them, which is interesting.
Oh, so he's not blowing his cover for anything.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's go over to the 600, Matt, Johnny, and Emmanuel. Now, Matt with clean hair and a cable knit sweater, go in his little pony bun in the back.
It looked halfway decent.
I mean,
maybe not all the way half.
I mean, comparatively, I guess.
Yeah.
He goes over to chat with Colonel Mark Adger and Lieutenant Colonel Kurt Beasley. Kurt is the woman.
Yeah.
And
did you notice she could not stop laughing when Matt was talking?
I really meant to take a screenshot of it. And
every time they showed her, her head was down and she was like trying to keep in the laugh.
Now, I did notice when he left the room and she was just talking to the colonel, she wasn't acting like that. But when he was in the room, she could not contain her smirk.
Well, imagine how much they probably had to cut out of this scene.
Right.
Because God knows what all he really said. Because there's no way Matt just said the little bit that we saw. No, that's not.
It was a 2-hour thing, and she's like,
"Yes, it was."
She's like, so that the whole time, Lieutenant Colonel Kurt is looking over at Matt like the hours of footage I had to watch of this dumbass talking to himself, kung fu fighting in his cell alone. Shadow boxing his enemies.
Yes. He is. Yes. That they should have sent him to the psych ward after they saw the way he behaved.
Because he's clearly paranoid. And okay. So Matt says there was a very active gang in there, the Bloods. And in my cell there, in my unit, there was a guy named Tebow. And
who we haven't seen.
We haven't seen in a while. Yeah. He was a big dude. He's a bully. And he was threatening people that I cared about. Who'd you care about that he threatened?
He didn't threaten. You don't care about Bucci.
He didn't threaten Johnny.
He didn't threaten Johnny. And he damn sure didn't threaten you.
No. And, it preyed on me. And, this needs to stop with these people. Like, I want something to be done with watching what's going on. Like, the little guy in the corner is being terrified and feels violated. And they show a picture of that, like, goofy white guy with the hair with the stripe in it, walking around like, and the one he just went in the cell and let him beat him up.
Yeah, and he was perfectly fine after he got beat up.
No, he didn't care. And he says, the little guy in the corner is terrified and feels violated, and he could go out into the street and reoffend because he feels cornered. And, it'll be Fulton County Jail's fault if this happens.
Really?
And this is when you see more than once they showed Kurt Beasley looking down like, are you fucking kidding me with this guy?
This motherfucker right here. Yeah. How much time left do we have with this motherfucker? Can we hurry up and get him out of here? He is acting like it's Tebow and the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. That's who's all in the pod. Like, no, it's not. They're all criminals.
They're all criminals.
All in there for doing something bad.
And they're all Bloods, and they're handling their business amongst themselves.
And not paying any attention to Matt.
So Colonel Adger goes, so Matt goes, I want to tell you that there's a button, an emergency button in the cell. And when you press it, nothing happens. Right.
Okay.
And he goes, something could have happened to me. I pressed it like 20 minutes. Nobody even responded. And that's a problem.
So I'll give him that one.
We'll give him that. And the colonel says, recently on my rounds, I checked those buttons and there were some missing. So we will have to address that. So, that's correct. So Matt says, my son was on the other side of that wall, and I want someone to be accountable because I was told we would be safe. And I knew in that moment I would not be safe. Okay. So Colonel Adger says, look, I'm glad that you and some of the other participants helped us realize some of our weaknesses so we're going to look ahead and not behind. We're going to try to fix it. And what you brought to us is going to be acted upon. We take it all very seriously. Meanwhile, Kurt Beasley is looking down at her pad of paper like, is it over? Get him out of here.
The only thing that they could have written down was the button doesn't work or no one responded to the button. That was it. Everything else was made up.
So the colonel goes, Matt, he has a lot of energy, in his participation in the project. So
yes.
And then he says to Beasley, because Matt's walked out of the room, he goes, look, I know he's worried about his son, but I've been monitoring it. It seems like his son is doing just fine on his own. And then he says to Kurt, he says, them being separated is how it is in the real world when people are separated from their support system. So they had a real prison experience because they were separated. So,
and I don't feel like Matt was really a support system to Andrew in or out of jail.
No, before or after, probably. And they definitely couldn't put them in together. They would blow their cover immediately.
No, Matt would blow their cover. Right. Yeah, Andrew would act like he'd never seen Matt before in his entire life.
I mean, I'm sure that happens a lot. If it's like two brothers get arrested together, they're not going to put you in together because they don't want you to like form an alliance or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think they would do that. I don't know. Again, we talk about things we know nothing about, guys. We don't know.
All we know is orange is a new black and the shit that we see on Lalu. That's it.
That's correct. That's what we know.
That's all we got. Yeah.
Nobody tell us to watch The Wire. It's not going to happen. Okay. Emmanuel / Bucci. So he says, so we see them all sort of lining up and they're near the phones and whatever. And I don't know if they're lining up to eat or go to bed or whatever, but they're lined up. And Emmanuel tells us, my roommate, Alan, different Alan, Allen, Alan has been trying to get in touch with his fiance. And he's trying to tell
he ain't got no damn fiance. That's his baby mama.
He's trying to tell the COs that he can't get in touch with her. And he's like pissed. So I don't know if he's pissed because he can't get in touch with her and he thinks there's an issue that someone needs to check on her, like a welfare check, or he can't get in touch with the one person that's supposed to give him money. He's pissed because the COs are, I didn't quite understand why he's mad at the COs.
Ain't answering the phone because she with her other baby daddy. She ain't thinking about Alan with the butter teeth.
So why is she mad? So why is he so mad at the COs because he can't get in touch with his fiance? It's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Because he's stupid.
So he's yelling. He's furious about it. And so we see this woman who's a CO come in and go, all right, it's count time. It's count time. And they're all just kind of, most of them are kind of doing what they're supposed to. But Alan is just standing against the wall. He's calling her a hoe ass bitch, motherfucking hoe, motherfucking bitch, da 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 da.
Everything but a black girl.
And she goes, calm down, pipe down, boo. Pipe down, boo. He goes, oh, you're just a fucking hoe, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, boo, you turned up a little too much. Pipe it down. Yes. Now, I love this because she's in the position of power and he's thinking he could just cuss her and call her all kind of names. And she's like, simmer down, boo. You're a little too turned up. She just keeps her composure.
She does. She's been there a while.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm used to dumbasses like this. So Alan's like, this is going to make me black out on this motherfucker. And he is just like, basically, I'm going to try to beat up this woman. Right.
Yeah. So I think she could kick his ass.
Oh, it would take one arm tied behind her back. She could take him down.
Yeah, I agree.
So the talking head, Johnny says, Alan, he is a loudmouth. He has no respect for women and he's disrespecting an officer. And I don't know about Alan. I don't know how he grew up. Maybe he didn't have a man in his life to tell him what's right and what's wrong. But it's out of my character to just let him be and let this happen. I was taught by my mother to respect women no matter what the situation.
Right.
Which I was like, how much more could we love Johnny? Johnny is in prison and these people are trying to hold him down. But he's like, hey, respect that woman, even though she just put you in handcuffs,
Yeah. And you have to remind yourself that this person was not just a gang leader. He created a whole gang. You know how bad motherfucker you got to be to create your own gang?
I just think Johnny is such an interesting study into like people really turning their life around because we just don't see it that much.
I
Like
agree.
such a
That's
turnaround.
drastic.
Drastic. Yeah. So Johnny walks over and goes, hey, Alan. And Alan goes, no, hey. And he goes, no, man, hey, you need to respect the woman. And Alan goes, no. He goes, can't nobody in this bitch tell me nothing, bro. And he's like, excuse me? Johnny's like, excuse me. And the CO, who I love, is going, it's all right, baby. It's all right, baby. Yeah. Thank you, though, baby. Let it go, boo. It's okay.
Well, she knows he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, she's like, okay, boo. She's like, I'm in the position of power. Let him keep running his mouth. See what's going to happen, you know?
Yep.
So Johnny goes, look, I tried to calm him down, but I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of him running his mouth all the time. And then we see Johnny kind of going like, he needs to get his ass whooped. Like he needs to get a good ass whooping to kind of get him in check. And Alan starts going, let's go. I'm not your child. You better back up. I'm not your child. And he and Johnny are both just sort of doing that man thing where they're like bowed up and just sort of like jawing at each other.
Yep.
And Johnny is like, look, I want to take a swing at him. And you know, this is it. He has pissed me off for the last time. I want to beat his ass. I want to teach him a lesson.
Right.
I want to take him into the room. And so they all keep yelling, both of them, Johnny and Alan, like, you swing on me. No, you swing on me. Beat my ass. Do it. I'll show you. I'll take it. And
that's too much talking.
It's a lot of talking. And Alan's like, you could make me respect her. You could make me respect her. And I think Alan wants him to beat him up. I think Alan wants to get his ass beat.
Well, I feel as though Alan thinks he can take Johnny because he's younger.
Right. But I think maybe he doesn't know Johnny's
doesn't know about
street cred. Yeah. So in the talking head, Johnny goes, you know, I shouldn't have reacted that way, but this does remind me of my dad mistreating my mother. And all my emotions came out, and I just wanted him to respect this woman, and I let this get the best of me, and I shouldn't have, and I just need to cool off. I just love Johnny.
It's so funny that now that Matt is gone, Johnny's acting this way, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. I almost hate myself a little bit.
Uh-oh.
But I think Matt was actually a good support system for Johnny.
I think they were a good support system for each other, even though Johnny's got to know Matt's bonkers crazy.
Oh, yeah. That's
evident. He's got to be like, in the real life, I wouldn't fuck with this guy. No.
Oh, no. Not at all. No.
All right, let's move on to the main show. It's Stephanie, Angele, Jacqueline, R.I.P. So everyone,
this is getting crazy.
It's getting crazy. So
it really is.
Everybody is saying like, oh my gosh, Angele, happy birthday. That party last night was off the chain. And they're like, but that after party though, what? I was like, we didn't see the after. What was the after party?
I was like, what the fuck? What we saw was drug usage, nachos, which is quite delicious,
drinking,
strippers, twerking, drinking. What the fuck could the after party have been?
Bouncers. They had bouncers.
Yeah, what could have gone on at the after party?
I don't know. And we think this party was like midday. So what was the after party? Like 8 o'clock? What? I mean, I don't know.
I fear what the after party was.
I fear what it was too. It was like an orgy. So in the talking head, Angele says, I never thought I'd spend my 26th birthday. I can't believe she's only 26. I thought she was older.
I did too. Yeah.
She says, I never thought I would spend my 26th birthday in prison. And I really think this is the tip of the iceberg for what I'm doing to help these women. And there's some greatness coming. Now, how do you think you're helping these women by participating?
By encouraging, yes.
All this craziness.
Yeah, she is a little bit delulu the longer that she's in there.
Yeah.
And just like Stephanie, she a little bit too comfortable in there.
Yeah.
She's totally forgotten the assignment.
Totally.
I think they need to pull her in and say, look, bitch, do you remember this contract that you signed? Do you remember what it said? Do you remember what your purpose is here? Because all we see you doing is fucking and partying and using drugs.
Yeah. And what good influence are you making? Are you encouraging them to do their classes? Are you encouraging them to do their treatments, for alcoholism and addiction? No. So the women are all getting called for rec. If you want to go to rec, come out. So I didn't know you had a choice, but they could choose not to go.
Yeah, I thought everyone had to go.
Yeah, even if you go out there and do what you're going to do. So they're getting called for rec, and Angele and Gabrielle are going to stay behind so they can, make out and bond. And they're talking about how much they really like each other. And Angele is saying to Gabrielle, nobody knows anything about me but you. You know all my deepest, darkest secrets. And I was like, okay.
They've only known each other a month, right?
Like a month. Yeah.
Mm.
And I do think that what we've said before and what we've seen some of the other inmates say, that it's such a concentrated amount of time you're together. You're 24/7. You live together, you work together, you go to rec together, you pee together, you do every single thing together. So it is like not in the real world where you have 8 hours a day apart because you go to work or there's no distraction, just each other. I get real sick of somebody real quick. So,
girl, especially every time I see one of them in bed and the other one climbs in that teeny tiny bed to like interlock legs and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would need room to breathe. Like
space.
We can talk to each other while I'm in my bed and you're in your bed.
We can still talk. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's the old lady in us.
I know. I'm just like, we've been married a long time. Maybe we're just like, you could be in that chair. I could be on the couch. We don't have to be next to each other.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. We ain't even got to talk.
Matter of fact, last night we got home from this Christmas party we went to, and Dave goes, so we always watch Saturday Night Live together every Saturday. So Dave goes, what are we going to do till Saturday Night Live? And I go, I'm going to wash my face, put on my pajamas, and sit in the bed and scroll on my phone till 11:50, and then we're going to start it late so we can fast forward so we can get to Weekend Update. And he goes, all right, I'm going to go downstairs and scroll on my phone, and I'll see you at 11:50.
So that's so funny. I saw a meme. I think I reposted it. It says, when are people going to normalize that the good part about being a couple is that you both could be in the same room, each on their phone scrolling, and everyone knows I'm okay. We're not mad at each other.
Right.
We're just respecting each other's space and doing what we want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. 100%.
I told him, I was like, go downstairs and do your, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was wonderful. So in the talking head, Angele says, Gabrielle and I have been getting closer and sharing our darkest secrets. And it's crazy that I'm incarcerated and genuinely falling in love. But I feel bad because I feel like I'm deceiving her. And it's really hard to keep my cover.
I think Gabrielle's deceiving you too.
Oh, yeah.
She's playing Angele like a fiddle.
It's either gay for stay or she's like, let me get in with this girl that everybody loves. So I'm protected because she's the coolest one in here.
I agree.
So Stephanie says, I want to talk to Angel about having a girlfriend. So she goes over to Angel and she's like, so, and what's going on? Like, remember we're in this program and everything. And Angele goes,
Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black?
Stephanie is such a hypocrite. She didn't even see it. So she goes,
yes, she is.
And Angel says to her, you never fucked anybody over in your life? And Stephanie goes, no, never. That's
what?
It's not in me. It is not in my character.
Can we go back 2 episodes?
Can we go back to 2 episodes when you fucked over Jacqueline so hard?
So bad. She had to leave the fucking program because of you.
Oh my God. So
and you laughed about it.
And you wished ill will on her as you do on Angele later here.
Yep.
So the producer asked Angele, do you trust Stephanie? And that should have been a clue that she shouldn't if the producer's asking you.
Yeah.
And she goes, I don't trust her as much as I trust my one true love of my whole life, Gabrielle. But I do trust her, yeah. So interspersed here with these talking heads, we are seeing Angele and Stephanie chat. And Angele is telling Stephanie how much she loves Gabrielle. And she knows this is like the person she's supposed to be with. She can't believe it. She feels so #blessed. She goes, I know we'll end up together. Like, I know at the end of this, we'll be together. And Stephanie goes, you don't think she's using you? And this has never occurred to her. She was like, no, like what? Well, we're in love. And how dare you question our love?
This is going to be so bad. This is bad.
So this is funny because talking to Stephanie goes, Angel has gone all the way with Gabrielle. I'm 100% sure, like all the way. I was like, are you?
Are you a child? Have
Are
you never
you in
had
third
sex
grade?
before? All the way. Now she wants to be prudish and kind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's like, what happened to Thugnificent from like 2 episodes ago?
What happened to the thug that was on there licking the whippet and
Licking the
drinking
whippet?
and being
Yep,
like,
all
you
that.
gotta blend in.
Running
Yeah.
up the stairs for a fight that you know you really not gonna throw a punch, but at least you were there to see it. Yeah, what
No.
happened to that girl?
Yeah. Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, they've gone all the way. I'm 1,000% sure that she told me." And a lot of things she would do, I wouldn't do. Like have a full-blown relationship in jail. Well, you're not gay. So no, you're not going to
No.
have a full-blown relationship in jail.
Mm-mm,
And
mm-mm.
their relationship is odd. Like they've loved each other. They love each other within the span of a month. I mean, you don't get to love somebody in 3 weeks. It's called infatuation, not love. Well, that's true.
Well, she was preaching right here because
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot disagree with her at all. And I feel like Angele is going to get her heart shattered.
I think she's going to get in trouble or arrested or something.
She might. Then they could
So
really be together.
that's right. And then she
Mhm.
says, and Stephanie goes, "This is jail. You think somebody's going to tell you the truth? If you do, you're a fool. You're the biggest fool in the world." And I wonder how that love thing is going to work out when Gabby finds out who Angel really is.
That's true too.
And she smiles at the camera like, because I'm going to fucking tell her.
Oh
See,
no.
that's why, because she's so evil and she said all those mean things about Jackie and like hope she is the last one standing and hopes that Jackie gets her ass beat and all this stuff. That's why she was like, I don't give a shit about her. I'll throw her under the bus. I don't care. Today your memory, tomorrow your history, whatever she said. And then she goes, I wonder
Mm.
how that love thing is going to work out when Gabby finds out who Angel really is. And then she smiles at the camera.
So it seems like to me Stephanie wants to be the top dog.
Again, she thinks they're on a reality show called Survivor. That's not what you're
Yeah.
on.
No.
This is not
Like you have
Survivor.
to keep this secret.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. But I
it's not
mean,
it's
literally for safety reasons.
there's not a winner. Everyone can be the
Mm-mm.
winner.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're in Angele's cell and an inmate named Sahar comes in.
Oof.
Now, I've noticed a couple of times that some of these people have like folders and things. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
wondering if some of them are taking a course or these are their papers or they've met with a lawyer or something. So an inmate comes in, she's got like a little folder and she goes, "I left my coffee right here. My coffee's gone. Like, who took my coffee?" And they're all like, "Bitch, we didn't take your coffee. We didn't touch your coffee."
Right.
Black screen of death says, "Inmate Sahar is accusing Angele and her cellmates of stealing her belongings." So I guess
Oh
this is not
boy.
the first time that she's said, like, "You guys are stealing from me."
I think she's a little bit of a, I don't know if it's cry wolf or she's just
I
always finger pointing.
Yeah, and I don't know if she's new, like, she's never been in jail before, and she doesn't know, like, you don't, like, come at people like this or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so Sahar is like, um, "Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Like, I know you took it, and
Yeah.
I don't care if you like me, cut your hands and don't come near me or my fucking stuff." And I think this is sort of a language barrier, like, she's saying, like, "Cut your hands off because you stole from me." I think
Right.
is yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Fucking loud asses and low lives. Get out of my life. I'm not joining in with this low life shit."
Oh,
So
oh,
it
oh, 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 okay. Oh, oh, did she forget where she was?
so MJ goes, "Get moved. Get moved then, because nobody here is a low life. We all have lives, so we're not low lives." So
Mm-hmm.
Sahar just goes off. And MJ goes, "You're an ugly person. So you need to stop with this
Mm-hmm.
and accusing us of stealing." And Sahar tells Angel, oh, because Angel's like, "You need to like quit accusing us." And Angel is like
Right.
braiding Gabrielle's hair. And so Angel just kind of goes, "Hey, look, you got to quit accusing us of stealing and stuff and like quit calling us low lives." And Sahar tells Angel, "You should decide if you're a man or a woman." Uh-oh. No,
Them
no.
be fighting words right there. Like, oh shit.
And then there's lots of like,
Mm.
"Fuck you, shut up, you're ugly, da 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 da."
Mm-hmm.
So Zahar starts to walk out, and Angel goes, "Lord have mercy on you, like bless you, and she's
Right.
doing like that, right? So the talking head Angel goes, "In the I-21, we are family, and we feel very protective of each other."
Oh, she's too far in. She's too deep in. She's too deep in.
So now we get a ITM in the moment with Sahara right outside the door. The production's talking to her. And she says, like, I've already told all of them. I don't want them to talk to me at all. But they're hypocrites and they steal. And Angel and her girlfriend are in there having sex. Like, I hear the sex sounds and the sex everything. And I turn to give them privacy. But she doesn't appreciate anyone who respects her because she doesn't respect herself. So now we see Angel and her talking head. She goes, I don't like to be disrespected, and I had to stand up for myself. All right.
All this over a coffee.
All this over. Well, I think it's Sahar just comes in and calls them low lives and says you steal, and they're all like, "You're new in here. Shut the fuck up."
Well, how about half the bitches in there? They're in there because they steal. Like,
right.
Why are you in there, Sahara?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Me too.
So Sahar walks back in there and Angel goes, you should just shut the fuck up. And they're just kind of going back and forth. You should shut the fuck up. No, blah, 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 blah. And then Angel starts making fun of her accent. Oh, you're stealing our stuff. Oh, I was like, oh no.
This is bad. Between the man, woman, now the accent now it's going too deep.
Yeah.
Way too deep.
Because as Sahara is going like, fuck you when you steal our stuff, Angel starts going, oh, like making fun of her accent.
So now it turned a little bit homophobic and a little bit racist.
Yes.
This is not good.
So
and I was kind of disappointed in Angel.
I was very disappointed in her because up to this point, she's done pretty good at like keeping
She's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Sahar says, oh, this bitch right here. And she goes off and lays hands on her. She like goes at her.
Oh, I know.
And that girl MJ kind of pulls her off and she does get a swing in at her.
She does. Yeah. I couldn't believe she did that.
I couldn't either.
I was really surprised. I'm like, she's too far in now.
Yeah.
Like she thinks she is a real prisoner at this point. Like, why are you fighting?
Why are you fighting this woman who's way older than you and kind of frail and obviously is from another country?
A little bit crazy.
You're a little bit crazy and you're making fun of her accent and, you know.
I mean, I would expect Angel to be like, look, I know your coffee's missing, but here, take my coffee.
I would expect that too. Yeah. So she's yelling. She's like, call me bitch again. I'll fuck you up. I'll fuck you up. And she's yelling at her. They pull her off. We see as the melee is happening, we see like the cameras are watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
And talking head Stephanie, for her to forget who she was in the midst of what we're doing was very shocking. Yeah. Stephanie, 3 episodes ago, you're in there like basically shooting up heroin. Shut up.
I think Stephanie thinks like they're going to give her a good edit. And we're only going to see the good Stephanie. No, bitch, they showed it all. We have seen it all, okay? Now you want to be Miss Goody Two-Shoes.
She goes, in the midst of what we're doing here was shocking. It's preposterous and ridiculous. What are you doing? You are here to do a job, and now you're fighting people. Girl, 5 episodes ago, you were running up to join a fight, too.
Yeah, like, where you could have set your ass down. No, you're like, I got to be with my pod. We're family. What happened? I think it looks like Big Swole's not there anymore.
We haven't seen Swole in a couple of episodes or Tebow. They shipped them off somewhere else.
Maybe they've been shipped out. And I think she's just a lost little puppy right now.
Yeah. So the talking head, Angele goes, yeah, this place is starting to rub off on me. You know, I got in that moment so into being an inmate, I felt a shift. And I had to check myself and remind myself, I'm a participant in this program here. And right now, Gabrielle is the only thing that keeps me at ease. And I love her. I care for her. And I think Gabrielle has a lot of strength. And I think in her life, she's just been influenced by people on the outside, by her friends and bad influences. Like she's doing the whole, I can change her.
Yeah, she wants to be Captain Save-A-Ho.
She's Captain Save-A-Ho. We've all been there. We've always been, I will change that man. He will change for me.
Yeah. Well, we all have.
So
we're all guilty of it.
We're all guilty of it. And
but we wasn't in jail.
No. In a closed environment. We could get in our car and leave. So and the talking head, Stephanie says, Gabrielle and Angel have built a strong relationship, but we're in jail. So when it's over, what's next? Will it spark back again? Is she using you? What will she say when she finds out who you are? Smiles at the camera again.
I feel like if Gabrielle found out that Angele was part of the program, she would totally blackmail Angele.
I think so too. And then she's going to try to blackmail Stephanie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't trust Gabrielle at all.
I don't either. I mean, she's cute, but okay.
That's all. And she uses that cuteness to get what she wants.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So
in the talking head, Angele goes, yeah, Gabrielle and I mean, yeah, we've said, I love you. We have. I know it's real. We have found each other in the darkest place in the lowest time. So imagine how our lives could be on the outside. Other people will watch it and envy it, and they will want what we have. Are you in love after lockup? What are you talking about?
For real. She on the outside world, Gabrielle is fucking men.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you think people are watching this and going, God, you know what I envy? I envy the love of these two people. I wish that's the love I could have. That's what she thinks. She thinks she's in the notebook.
Y'all are sharing a prison bunk. That's no.
Putting up towels.
No love at all.
For some oral. Now, come on.
Yes. Yes.
What, 12 people listen?
People.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that is exactly what we want, Angele. Thank you for the inspiration. Now I know what I've been missing all my life.
So the producer
I know it now.
The producer goes, you know, you're an undercover person in here, but Gabrielle doesn't know that. So what's that like? How's that like? I think the production is trying to figure out if she's squealed.
I do too.
And she just laughs and goes, how do you know she doesn't know? I don't know. And she laughs and she goes, no. And they go, does she know? And she goes, no, maybe not.
I was so annoyed with her when she did that.
Me too. Like, this is
like, it's not a serious matter at all. It's pretty fucking serious.
Pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
So next time on, we see Stephanie and Angele talking, and she says, I think Angele tells Stephanie, I have to tell you something. Because the talking head, Stephanie goes, can you be that dumb to fall in love with an inmate? That is the dumbest thing you can do. But then we see, Angele meeting with the colonel still in her prison garb, not in her outside clothes. And he says, you just said, forget about it. Now I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And you don't understand the consequences of your actions and what's actually going on here. So I think they just pulled her.
You think so?
I think they just pulled her with no warning. I think she joked to production that she told. And then I think she told Stephanie that she told. And I think they pulled her out and left Stephanie in. And now what I think is going to happen is Gabrielle's going to tell Stephanie, I know you're in too.
Oh.
So give me 12 pieces of commissary or whatever.
This is bad.
So then there's a talking head, and Angele says, what Gabrielle and I have is real. And I know we'll end up together, and I'll have no regrets about this experience.
Girl.
Come on now.
Please stop.
So she thinks she's going to get out of the program, and she's going to visit her on the weekends, and they're going to end up on Love After Lockup and end up together.
Gabrielle will have a new girlfriend the next day. Yeah.
So then we see Alan.
And be pregnant by the 4th day.
Yeah. We see Alan talking to some guy. I'm not sure which guy it is. And Alan is like, hey, can you get some good stuff for me? And Alan is like, my time is limited here, so I'm trying to get some meth before I go. Like, he's trying to see how it completely works so the product gets into his hand. Okay.
Whew. Be careful, Alan.
The last scene we see is Gabrielle. It's in their cell. And Gabrielle is sitting and Stephanie is standing. And Gabrielle tells Stephanie, everything that we know is not the truth. And the talking head, Stephanie goes, I'm in a lot of danger and somebody's going to end up dead in this pod. So I think Gabrielle tells Stephanie, I know about you. Before she got pulled, she told me. And so you're going to give me 10 pieces of commissary or I'm telling everybody and you got 10 minutes to do it. That's what I think happens.
I think so too. I do.
Oh, it's getting good. I'm so nervous. Okay. So this is episode 10. We have 2 more regular episodes. And then 13 and 14 are 13 is like the reunion and the 14 is the 6 months later. And then we've got a brand new season of Love During Lockup. We've when they switched it, it hit it just right for us. So for that, I'm grateful.
Man, I can't
It's
believe
so
we're
good.
down to like the last 2 episodes.
The last 2 real episodes. We got 2 more to go. I'm excited.
I think some shit is really gonna go down.
I do too. So let me look at my calendar. Okay, so this episode is coming out on the 15th. So the 22nd and the 29th are our next 2 episodes. Okay, I'm just making sure they don't fall like too close to Christmas because I want to make sure everybody's watching.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You guys, if you've been watching all along with us, stick with us. And I'm just going to leave you with an image.
Oh God.
If you
That
guys
is the shit that nightmares are made of.
if you guys don't think that you're missing something, if you haven't seen this guy, and guys, we barely even saw him. They did this to us on purpose because
They
he's
did.
not part of the storyline.
There was no reason for him to be on this episode. None. He offered nothing.
He just did us dirty with that.
But you know, everybody needs a little crankster gangster in their life.
My name is Rabbit. They call me the Crankster Gangster. I've done meth from Oregon to California to Georgia.
And that's all he said. That's all he said. He gave us no clues how the meth got in. Nothing.
He doesn't
we
know.
didn't even know why he's there.
I don't know. He's like, you need all my commissary that I bought for 2 weeks? Take it. You're going to let me get high for 2 days? Done. I don't need food. Yeah.
Long as I've got carrot sticks on the side, I'm good. Give me those extra carrots off your plate.
Oh my God, that's so fucking funny. Okay.
Oh,
guys, that's it. Make sure you're following Keisha on social media, the Libra Lounge with Keisha. Yeah. Make sure you're following me at Pink Shade Pod. I've got a lot of good posts up about the 90-day TLC party that I attended. Very fun event. And make sure you listen to Chris's podcast, Vanity Fair. Last week I was on. This week Keisha will be on. I'm also going to be this week on Crime Scene, s4e10. Crime Scene is a podcast talking about The Merchants of Joy, which was a documentary on Prime about like the Christmas tree racket in New York City and how
what?
Like selling Christmas trees in New York City. So, you know, where we are, you go to like a Christmas tree lot and you get your tree.
Yeah.
But think about the logistics in New York City. There's only like a very certain number of spaces.
Yeah.
And these people have been doing it for like 30 years. And the people that come in town that literally sell these trees for like 3 weeks and they like sleep at the Christmas tree lot and don't shower. And it's very interesting.
Okay.
It's interesting. And how much money they make in that short amount of time to last the whole year. And
Wow.
I gave it like a C+, but if you want like kind of a lighthearted documentary, anyway, we talk about that, but then we talk about other things too, because the documentary wasn't that great. Anyway, I'm on Crime Scene this week. That's it, everybody. Make sure you're following us, and I will see you tomorrow for TLC Tuesday with Kimberly. Okay, bye.
Bye.